In this video, I'll show you yet another cool example of what you can build from Cargo Collective thumbnail index with just a bunch of HTML and CSS. We're going to be building the website you see on my screen, and if you are new to my channel, here I'm teaching how to customize Cargo Collective websites with code. And let's begin. Here I have a completely empty page, and I also prepared some more pages which I'm going to use as thumbnails. If you click on three dots and open settings, you will see that you can set some tags separated by comma and also choose a thumbnail you want for each page. It's possible to change the thumbnail later directly in the grid. I'll show you how. So this is all you need to set up. First step now is to add thumbnail index to our page, and this is how it initially looks. But let's click on settings and see what we can change here. The first thing to change is the layout. I'm going to go with freeform, but in fact you can choose any other layout you prefer, because this customization gonna affect not only this particular layout, all right? And probably I'm going to spread them somehow. Yeah, this is how I'm going to work with it. Looks fine to me. And let's go back to settings, and we also need to enable show titles and maybe show tags. It depends on whether you want them to be shown or not, but I don't want to do that here. And probably the last thing I'll show you is pop on hover, but I'll enable it a little bit later so you can see the difference, all right? Now let's move to the code pen. You will find the link below. Here is the code pen, and let's grab the CSS part. All right, let's go back to Cargo, click on Code Editor and switch to CSS tab. And here you need to paste it somewhere beneath some existing CSS, and it's gonna work. So everything looks fine, and let me show you how you can customize it and adapt it to your own style. Let's scroll up and find the very first hint I made for you, and this is the first style which we are going to change. We can change the border size, and we can change the border style. It can be, let's say, dashed, but let's move back to solid. We can also change the border color. This is pretty easy. And next thing to change is background color. You can set it to be completely transparent or select any other color, all right? Let's move on and see what else we can change. Transition. Well, this is basically the speed how fast your card changes. And if you're going to set larger value, it's going to reveal your card slower, all right? And if you remove the thing, it's going to reveal the image instantly. So this is what it does. And you can check what easing does and also change that, but I'm not going to explain that in this video, right? And let's move on. And next style is, well, this is actually what affects the size of our captions. And I'm using viewport width values here because this is what makes them responsive. And you can change the size, but please keep the same units, all right? And here is the mobile styles. We will talk about mobile version just in a moment, so let's skip it for now and go straight to the caption style. So we can align our text to the center or to the right. All right, this is how text align works. And the next style is text transform. This is basically the line which is transforming all our titles to be uppercase, but there are more possible values like capitalized, lowercase, and, well, basically uppercase. This is what you can do. And you can add more styles. You can check what other CSS properties you can play with and keep growing this list. So this is completely up to you. And the very last thing which I'm going to show here is the color of the text, which is going to be changing on hover. So I made it white simply because all my captions, all my thumbnails are kind of dark, but you can make it, actually you can change the color, or you can remove this part completely if you don't really want the color to be changing. So you see now that now caption stays black. If you switch to the mobile version, you will see that I've applied all the hover styles to be visible immediately. We basically have two options here. First option is to show our previews. This is exactly what I did, and in this case you don't really need to do any changes. But if you want to make your cards to be shown as previews, like here, as this like bordered rectangles, you can stay and keep watching. I'll show you how to do that. First step is to find the paired selectors. This is going to be the first one, and we have the second similar one here. and you are going to remove the mobile part, and don't forget to remove the trailing comma here. So this is going to be the first one, and this is the next one. So now we are back to what we had for the desktop version. The very last thing we're going to do here is to disable hover for mobile, otherwise it's going to be looking a little confusing. Copy the line which looks like media item hover part media and then paste it somewhere here. So start typing with comma, then go to the next line, type mobile dot mobile. Alright, and then paste the selector you just copied. And this is how we make sure that the image is not going to appear for mobile devices, even though actually it's gonna keep working for desktop. All right. And the last thing to change is the text of our captions. If you kept this part, so you probably need to copy it again and add mobile. All right, and now we need to hard reset our text color to be what it was before. This is how we can ensure that there is no hover on mobile. And probably the last thing which I forgot to tell you, that I also made mobile font styles a little bit larger, otherwise they're gonna look like that. So you change your mobile styles separately, you can make them larger and it's not going to affect your desktop version. And this is it. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what other tutorials you want me to record, and see you in my next videos.